of that bridge collapse. We have CBS News' Elijah Westbrook on the phone, who covers transportation for us and works as a reporter in Baltimore. Elijah, what can you tell us?
Well, Mary and Chris, the pictures, the videos we're watching on TV right now, truly unbelievable. I'll tell you this, I spent nearly 3 years as a local news reporter in Baltimore, and this bridge is one of the city's major crossings. I've been on it multiple times just to get to and from work, and it definitely hits home for me. The Key Bridge, as locals call it, an iconic bridge for the city of Baltimore. It opened back in 1977, nearly 50 years ago. So when you look at it, it's not really that old of a structure compared to other infrastructure in that area. We know at this time the cargo ship was bound for Sri Lanka, as Christina Fan was telling us, around 1:30 this morning, was passing under that bridge and somehow made contact with one of the supports, causing it to collapse. This was a massive cargo ship. I mean, to give you perspective, officials say it weighs about 155,000 tons. It's 900 feet long, 150 feet wide, and we understand at this time multiple people could still be in the water stemming from this incident. There's also questions about what does this mean for the port of Baltimore, right? It's the country's 9th busiest port. If you're familiar with that area, there are cargo ships and other vessels that come in and out of that port on a daily basis, bringing in goods, not only for the city, but for many cities up and down the Northeast. So what's left of the Key Bridge is literally, we see it right now on our screens, blocking access in and out of the port. You can only imagine what that could do to the area's economy in the days ahead. So, of course, this will be an ongoing investigation for several days, if not weeks. So we understand that Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is looking closely at this, him and his team, to see why that ship made contact with the structure of this bridge here.
So, Elijah, we talk about how vital this bridge is for transportation, not only in and out of Baltimore, but to this port. So what is next? What can people now do, and what are local officials going to have to do to alleviate what is going to be a traffic disaster in this area? Oh,
absolutely, Chris. The commute in the days ahead will likely be significantly impacted. I mean, you have the Baltimore Harbor tunnels that are nearby, but they're only capable of handling but so much traffic. Also, certain trucks that rely on the Key Bridge, especially ones that carry hazardous material, are not authorized to go in some of those tunnels. So as a result, certain goods via truck will most likely get delayed in their travel. So there's a lot that's at stake at this time, Chris and Mary, and you can only imagine it's an absolute mess on the ground down there.
Elijah Westbrook. Elijah, thank you so much. As we continue to take a look at these pictures, it is a long bridge, 1.5 miles, and if you look back at when it was built, it started in '72. It took 5 years to build this bridge, so you could just imagine what this is going to mean for transportation in and out of the area, as well as that port. We, of course, will continue to follow this breaking news throughout the newscast.
5 years to build, but it only took seconds for that large portion to come crashing down about 1:30 this morning when that cargo ship that you see on your screen hit one of the support beams. Still incredible, though, Mary, to think that they were able to pluck 2 survivors from the water, one critically injured, the other refusing medical attention. Just mind